Welcome everybody to the AVC Fantasy Focus. My name is AVC. I am here because the NFL Draft is this Thursday, which means, yes, this is it, my NFL mock draft for 2018. So let's just get started. You know what the NFL Draft is, and if you don't, go look it up on the internet. I don't really care. So we got the Browns here at number 1. They will be taking Sam Darnold, quarterback out of USC. They need a long-term quarterback. Darnold probably has the most potential in the draft. He's going to be the guy here. Number 2, we have the Giants. I don't have them trading this pick, which a lot of people have. I have them taking just the best player here and a guy who really fits their system, which is Saquon Barkley, running back out of Penn State. Best player pretty much available right here. He fits what they need. That's it right there. The Jets here at number 3. This one's pretty much almost nailed in stone. The Jets are going to be taking quarterback Baker Mayfield out of Oklahoma. I like Baker. I think he's going to be a very accurate quarterback in the NFL, and I think he'll really just give the Jets that piece they need to just take them to the next level. See, after that, you got the Browns here. They're going to be taking Bradley Chubb, I believe, is going to be the pick here. Him and Myles Garrett on the defensive line together, that is scary. That'll be a phenomenal edge rush that we haven't seen since the Giants Super Bowl tandem of Tuck and Strahan. That'll be a great team right there. Broncos number 5. Whoa, hold on. We got a trade here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the New England Patriots trading up here to number 5 and grabbing Josh Rosen. They call Tom Brady's bluff on the contract extension, and they get McDaniels, his quarterback of the future that he'll need. Denver will get, I have my notes right here, Denver gets the 23rd, the 31st, a conditional 4th, and probably a conditional 5th or 6th. New England probably gets a conditional 4th in there just to even out the picks, and that's the way that'll go. The Colts are next at 6, and with Bradley Chubb, their Messiah, gone, they will go to a true leader of their defense, and they will get Roquan Smith out of Georgia. Very similar to Deion Jones of the Atlanta Falcons, a very fast linebacker, great in coverage, good tackler, and he can just really, he has a lot of heart and plays football very well. Got the Bucs here at 7, and they could address a lot of things here. Use the O-line help for Jameis. Or what they're going to do is they're going to address the secondary and help out their defense. They're going to get Derwin James, the fan favorite out of Florida State, and he's going to help anchor that safety position for them. And he's just really going to help try to take that defense to the next level. Got the Bears here at 8, and yep, Quentin Nelson's going to go here. He's going to go back to his former offensive line coach, and he is really going to help protect Mitchell Trubisky, open up holes for Jordan Howard, and just help this Bears team compete in this very competitive NFC North. Next is the 49ers, who really, I cannot stress this enough, need a linebacker. The best linebacker, Reuben Foster, is facing an 11-year prison stint. They need a linebacker. They get Tremont Edmonds, outside linebacker out of Virginia Tech. He is a guy who's the size of a D-end playing linebacker. He needs a little grooming, but he will be a good pick. Got the Raiders here at 10, John Gruden, good God. They're going to take Marcus Davenport. I personally don't like this guy. I don't think he has the technique to play in the NFL. I think he's just going to try to bull rush everybody and he's going to get dropped. So, but he's the guy who the Raiders love, and with Roquan and Tremont Edmonds gone, he's the pick. Got the Dolphins here at 11. They're going to take Vita Vea, D-tackle out of Washington. He's going to replace the giant hole left by Ndamukong Suh and really help the Dolphins' run defense. You've got the Bills here at 12, and they're going to get their guy. They're going to get Josh Allen out of the University of Wyoming, who has proven he can play in the harsh weather that a quarterback will need to play in Buffalo. You've got the Redskins here at 13. They're going to get Minkah Fitzpatrick, just basically best player available here. He's a guy who doesn't really have a defined position. He could be a corner, he could be a safety. For the Redskins, I see him sliding in at free safety, and I think he just tries to help Josh Norman anchor the secondary. Got the Packers jumping with the light here at 14 as they get the best corner in the draft class. They get Denzel Ward out of Ohio State University. Very physical corner. Kind of reminds me of the best versions of Brandon Browner. His zone coverage when he's off is a little concerning. Let's just go with that. But I think with help with a little bit more pass rush from Green Bay, he'll be a very good corner. Got the Cardinals here at 15, and with the other guys gone, they get their quarterback to help Steve Wilkes really run the system he wants to run as a head coach. They get Lamar Jackson to pair with David Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald and create a new RPO style of offense like he had in Carolina. Lamar Jackson's the pick here at 15. We're at the halfway point here, people. We're here with the Ravens here at 16, and they're going to help out Joe Flacco. They're going to get Mike McGlinchey out of Notre Dame. They're going to slide him in at right tackle to play with his former alumni buddy, Ronnie Stanley. They're going to help anchor that line, open up holes for the offense, and just help milk the last few years out of Flacco, help out the defense. Got the Chargers here at 17, who could definitely grab maybe a linebacker here, but I think they're going to go D-tackle. They're going to get Deron Payne out of Alabama. He's going to help out this poor run defense that, had it been a bit better, would have gotten them into the playoffs last year, and they wouldn't have been a 9-7 team sent home by the Titans. The Seahawks here at 18, and we're just going to sit here for a second and just think, because Pete Carroll literally said, O-line is not a need for the Seattle Seahawks. Let's take a moment of silence for the city of Seattle and Russell Wilson's body. Okay, we're good now. Pete Carroll, you're a moron, but this is what you're going to be doing here. This is what I would do, but this is what Pete Carroll, I think, is going to do. He's going to take a corner to replace Richard Sherman. He's going to get Josh Jackson out of the University of Iowa. He's a ball hawk who played very well against teams like Ohio State. He's going to be the guy who's going to help replace the giant hole left by a legend in Richard Sherman. Cowboys here at 19, they cut Dez Bryant, which means they're going for a receiver. And they're going for DJ Moore out of Maryland. Quick, steady, good hands. He's probably one of the more all-around receivers in this draft class. Doesn't have the size of Sutton or the speed of Kirk, but he's a balanced guy who can help Dak Prescott with a better weapon. Got the Lions here at 20, and they're going to go Harold Landry. Now, they could go a running back here, but with Matt Patricia, a very good defensive coordinator, taking over as the head coach, he's going to want to fix this Detroit defense, starting with the pass rush. He's going to get Harold Landry, probably the second best pass rusher in this draft after Bradley Chubb. We're at pick number 21 with the Bengals, who are one of the weirdest teams in the draft. You just never know what they're going to take. It always seems like no matter what you think they're going to do, they somehow surprise you. I don't know how. So they're going to go Isaiah Wynn, O-lineman out of Georgia. He can play guard, he can play tackle. He's just a good O-lineman. He's going to help out Andy Dalton, Joe Mixon, and the rest of the offense. The Bills here again at 22. They're going to be taking James Daniels, center guard hybrid out of Iowa. The O-lineman is starting to fly off the board. And he is a solid O-lineman who I think can anchor the middle of the Bills' O-line. Oof. Now here we are with Denver at 23. And I think they're going to take Colton Miller, O-tackle out of UCLA. After Mike McGlinchey, I think he's the best all-around tackle in this class, at least right away. And I think he's going to help out Case Keenum and the rest of the offense, try to at least bring back some form of a decent offense to Denver. Then we got the Panthers at 24, and they need to get Cam Newton some firepower. They're going to go Christian Kirk, wide receiver out of Texas A&M. He's going to be their deep threat, and he's going to be the guy that's going to help try, at least, to bring Cam Newton and this offense back to the top of the NFL. Pick number 25, we got the Tennessee Titans. They're going to go Billy Price, guard center out of Ohio State. Now, I know. Price injured himself at the combine during the bench press. It was a forearm injury, but that should only keep him out till like week 3 or 4. The Titans have a good enough roster they can wait until then. They can keep up at least a 500 record until then. And Price is a guy who, with the defense of Jacksonville and Houston in your division, you need a good O-line. And the last piece Tennessee needs is that center spot. Billy Price is the guy. Now the Falcons here at 26, and they really, really, really need some D-line help. They're going to go Maurice Hurst out of Michigan. I know a lot of people have been leaning towards Taven Bryan, but I think Maurice Hurst is the better player. I know he had a heart condition, but that has been proved that it will not affect his play, and he will be full go in the NFL. So that should not be a worry whatsoever. Next year, sorry guys, I'm working with like 6 mock drafts here. Next pick is the Saints at number 27. And they are going to get tight end Dallas Goedert out of South Dakota. I don't understand people's fascination with this guy. I don't really think he's a great tight end, but Drew Brees needs a red zone weapon. He's 6'4", he's a good receiver. That's really the guy, I think. That's the reason. The Saints aren't a team that really has a lot of holes, so tight end seems like a logical way to go. They could definitely trade that pick too. The Steelers here at 28, they need a linebacker. Shazier is barely walking right now. So they need a middle linebacker who can play. They're very good at developing them, so they don't take the finished product one. They take the guy who could become a superstar if he's developed correctly. They take Leighton Vander Esch out of Boise State. Just an athletic freak of a linebacker, very fast, very aggressive. He'll fit right in Pittsburgh. Got the Jags here at 29. Assuming Miles Jack stays at outside backer with Puzlesny retiring, they need a middle Mike. So they're going to go with the finished product guy. They're going to go for Rashaan Evans as they're ready to win now. So Rashaan Evans is the guy out of Alabama. He's going to help be the middle linebacker for this team. And really just the rest of this defense just make him better. The Vikings here at 30, they're going to go with O-tackle Connor Williams. Williams is a good blocker. I don't remember if it's pass blocker or run blocker. He's very good at one aspect of blocking, not very good at the other one, which is why I had the Broncos taking Miller over him. But the Vikings, they can afford to take the risk, and they'll take Connor Williams and hope he's the final piece they need to make a real Super Bowl run. Back to the Broncos here at 31. They need to replace Aqib Talib, who they sent off to Los Angeles Rams. So they're going to get a corner with some attitude, just like Talib. They're going to get Jari Alexander out of Louisville. A lot of corners going in this round, but Alexander's a guy who's got good speed, good man. His zone is a little iffy, but if he develops that, he could be a very solid corner. Down to the last pick of the first round here with the Philadelphia Eagles. They don't really have a lot of holes, so what are they going to do? They're going to trade out of this pick with the Detroit Lions. The Lions are going to give up their second-round pick this year and their second-round pick next year, along with a fourth and a conditional fifth for, say, the Eagles' 32nd overall pick and maybe like a conditional fourth, probably. And the Lions now are going to get Darius Geis, running back at LSU. Some believe who could end up actually turning out better than Barkley and finally be the guy who takes some pressure off Matthew Stafford and help this Detroit team get back to the playoffs and help Matthew Stafford become the quarterback he's really supposed to be. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is the 2018 mock draft. Thank you very much for watching. I will be live streaming this Thursday with the Draft Club with me and Teddy and Max. See you guys this Thursday on Instagram Live. And yeah, that was it. Let me know down below what you thought. And I'm sorry if I messed up your team. But you know what? It's my mock draft. So yeah, it's my mock draft. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.